Hel- Hello? Hi, can you hear me? Okay, good. So we are Team 10, and we are making with CSOB the HR recruitment platform. But before I start, I would like to ask everyone, have you ever sent your CV to a company with the hopes that you would get a job? May you please raise your hands, who has? Yeah, I see lots of hands. So I I want you to think about it. That how much work you've put into your CV, maybe a motivational letter, how much stress, and maybe the butterflies in your stomach gave it to you. But have you ever thought about it the other way, about the recruiters? So the CSOB client, it's a big company. It's got 4.3 million clients, 15.4 billion of crowns of net profit, and 1.8 trillion crowns of managed money. And they also invest a couple of billions into the digitalization. So, to scale into the HR, the CSOB group has about 9,000 employees. Half of those are located in the HQ in Prague. So yeah, it's a large building, and they have a 8% of annual fluctuation, and in average there is daily about 200 recruitment processes open, with the average of about 40 days to fill the position. So I want you to meet Petra. Petra is a real person, and she's the recruitment lead in the CSOB company, and she has three main struggles. One of which is the Gen Z employment, because there's lots of people there who aren't from the Gen Z generation, and they have a lot of know-how. So she would like to employ more younger people, so the know-how can be passed on. Also, the internal rotation. She doesn't want people to leave the company because of the high scalability of it, and she wants to give more pleasure of trying something different or different role in the same company, because they already know the people and they're hard workers. And also, the management of recruitment data is really hard for her, because I will tell you in the next slide, is the current structure, the current architecture of the recruitment data. They have about 20 different data sources. These are just the ones we put that are the most that are generating the most candidates. And also we can see the internal and the external career portal in the CSOB group. And after that, it's for the recruiters, which are only 15. Really hard to put on and work with this data, because they have to dig deep into it and have Excel to access it. And I would like to ask you to imagine now that you are a shepherd in the meadows. You have your herd, your sheep, and most of the shepherds, they have a dog. But Petra currently doesn't have a dog, and it may be really stressful. It may be really stressful to work with the data, to work with lots of candidates. And our solution is that we make her day easier, her life easier. So our solution is every possible data source that we get from the candidates, we send to SAS. In the enterprise guide, we manage the data and we put it all together. But the data from the data sources is just the basic information about the candidate, but we want more. And they send also their CVs, which you also send to the companies. So we have prepared two CV scrapers. One is using the NLP model, and one we've tried with OpenAI API. And they give us more information about the candidates. And when we got the data, we put it all together in SAS, and then in SAS, also Visual Analytics, we make the visualization of it. And our solution gives Petra a puppy. I think everyone loves a puppy. And now we have a bit more happy Petra because she can now manage her herd a bit better. And the platform features are key metrics that help them evaluate the data. Also, as I said, the scraping of CVs, extensive filtering, and the information clarity, because we got now all the data sources put together. So you may see just a sneak peek, because there's lots of internal data in in the other reports, and just how it may look like and how they may work with it. We're only using in here 13 different data sources, but we may see a lot of candidates for 15 people. So we want to make the life for the 15 people a bit easier. So the benefits are really simple. It's data quality, readability, uniformity, and optionality. What are the future goals to this project? Because it can be made better, and we would like to work with the project data that the people internal in CSOB work on, so we have a better know-how what they did in the past and where they excel. So we would like to take this into account, and also that some people work in the company for 20 years, so we know a bit more about them, so we want them updated. And the cherry on the top would be the possibility of scraping the candidates from LinkedIn. And we are Team 10, and we make life of recruitment easier. Thank you.
Another very nice project. I really liked your problem statements in the beginning, which was one was Gen Z employment, the second one that you want more internal rotation, and the second one was that the data architecture is a pain. In the presentation, you mostly elaborated on point 3. Could you maybe tell how your solution contributes to employing more people from Gen Z and how it supports internal rotation?
Yes, so the Gen Z, we've made, CSOB is collecting data from all kinds of sources, like Veletrh, for example, where they can get all the people that are only students, for example, or are finishing their school. So they have the data, and we manage it like in special reports. We didn't show it because it's a lot of internal, and the data there isn't to be seen for everyone, but we are working with it so Petra or the recruiters can see what students would like to apply for some jobs, or they can work with them.
So it's more like contact management or management of the survey data? Is that it?
Yes, this is a special platform just for the data that comes from these surveys, but also as we have the information in all different kind of reports, like from the candidates, they can filter out. For example, we want people that are, I don't know, born between year this and year this, and they can work with that also.
Okay, and the internal rotation?
Yeah, so we have the internal data from the Zapka, and the current status is that we need the bank to work better with the updatability of the employees, so we know more about their skills, more about their projects that they worked on, so we can more likely put them into the new position for which a recruiter would need the people to fill.
The data about internal employees are still based on candidates' data, so this could be very different. So the company needs to change that. So that's the reason why we had it on the future goals slide, because they still need to change many things to update the data about their employees. So it's a future goal, I would say.
Okay, so to sum it up, your current solution is addressing point 3, that was clear, and point 1 in a way that it brings all the data into one place, and then it's up to the recruiter to actually drive the insights by themselves, so it doesn't recommend anything or doesn't provide any other statistics.
Give them a data background, because there are so many data about candidates, employees, there are so many sources, so we give them a good data background, one platform that they can use for searching many things, because the current situation was very bad. Then use SUccess factors. It's a good platform for writing positions or things like that. But it is very bad for reporting. So we give them analytics, we give them reporting, we give them data background that is very useful for them.
Understood. Thank you.
So you said you provided some reports and analytics for them. Can you maybe elaborate more on what insights can be found in there?
I think definitely interesting chapter is about scraping. We are still solving that because you know there are lots of policies related to it, but we think that this is definitely very good solution for them because in CVs there are so many interesting things related to hard skills, education, previous job history. So I think definitely a scraping of CVs is a really good feature for them. So.
Mm-hmm. And did you validate these reports and dashboards with the users?
Yeah. We validate it. The main user is recruitment agency or recruitment department. We validate it. We discuss with them, and they are very satisfied so far. But there are lots of things to do in the future because as I mentioned, there are lots of plans with that platform because you know the rotations and things related to it.
Okay, I will come back to how to say it. You say that you are giving some data background and integrated data to HR department. I get it, but still, have you considered like to include some advanced methods, like for example to calculate some score of suitability of candidates?
Yeah,
for
definitely. We also wanted to provide something like matching, like one number that can say this person is suitable for the job. But it is, it is still in progress because it's very hard to create that according so many data options related to hard skills. But it is definitely one future steps, I would say, matching skills or matching number. Definitely.
Yeah, honestly, this is something what I would expect because we were talking about the data background, but honestly, I don't think that all people are made to work with data, especially when they were working with Excel for a long time, and sometimes you have to put it on the silver plate. So that's something what I would expect. And my last question is about the technology stack. You decided to work with what is already in CSOB, or how?
Yep. They know the technology. They have some employees that are really into it. So it is we chose CSOB because there are employees that they know this platform and they can manage it after we leave the project. So it is technology that is very known for them. They have some things related to licenses and things like that. That has been already solved. So that's the reason why we choose.
Yeah. So it's also cost effective, right? Okay.
Yeah, I really like the presentation and the real story behind it. Do I see a bone on your shirt, or is it somehow connected with the dog?
Kind of, but it's from one of my favorite restaurants in Prague, Cantina, and I like to wear it like a symbol.
Okay, and I heard that there are only 15 recruiters in the whole CSOB group.
Correct.
Is that correct?
15.
That's correct. 15.
Okay.
For 9,000 of employees.
Okay, and regarding the internal information from Zapka, as far as I remember, there are only like articles about the internal rotations. So are you referencing anything else from this, or just?
Yeah, not just these articles, but we've been in talks with the recruitment, with Petra mostly, and with other people from HR, because they want to launch a project in the CSOB, so they know more about the people, not just these articles, but they have more structured data. And so they know when, for example, someone worked there for 5 years, so he hasn't had to update his CV or any data because he has a stable job. So they want, after every project, so the people will be, like the Zapka will be more informed about the current status of the people.
So these informations are in Zapka already, or?
Not everything, but it's not up to date. And the future goals are working with the internal employees data.
Okay, thanks.
One last question, I'll try to make it quick. I see you on the floor. All right, so hiring process is a very sensitive topic. Have you thought about the ethical aspects? Because you mentioned that you would be categorizing the CVs based on the hard skills, but I'm not sure if you've heard about the book Weapons of Math Distractions, but the machine learning algorithms can be influenced by certain bias. So how do you account for that?
Currently it's mostly working on the process that the recruiter has a position, and for example he would want the person to hire that he knows, for example, SQL and Python, so he can choose from only the people that know SQL and Python, and he doesn't have to go through all the people that the database has.
So it's just based on keywords now?
Yeah, but the matching isn't done yet, but currently the status is on the keywords.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we know it is very sensitive topic, but it is still based on agreement, because there is 2 years rules that is based on agreement that the CSOB can work with the candidates' data for 2 years. So there is a definitely problem with anonymized data that are not based on agreement. So it is still based on GDPR rules that are related to it. So
I need to cut the discussion. Yeah. So thank you for it.
Thank you.